Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to another Advent of Code video. And let's start with looking at the assignments. So, okay, some operating system update. It looks scary. Let me just take a look at input because yeah, it looks scary. Another parsing example. Hopefully I took a little walkthrough in between. And you can delete some of those files to make space for the update. You browse. Yeah, I have something like this. I cd I list. First one consists of 3 files, plain data. 1, 2, I don't see the third. I don't see a third, 3. And directories. I mean, I see there is another file, but you know, here's yet another file. So the outmost is the cold here root. It's like in Linux. You navigate around the file system link into or out of your directories. This is tricky. And listing the contents of the directory, yeah, that's simple enough. I'm wondering if I can. No, I can go only one directory at time, which is good. It makes it a bit easier. This is what I assume. Oh, it's 3 or not 3. Oh, it's a tree of files. So it's me being unable to read properly. Okay. Yeah, those are commands. That's simple enough. I have probably 2 comments. I assume so. cd means change directory. This means list. That's simple enough. So what's next? All the trees immediately contained by the current directory. So it probably pass the comment followed by the output of it. Here are 4 directories. Or some phone. I don't care about this one. Since that this surface need to find the kind of person, you need to examine the total size of the trick directory. The total size of the directory, some of the sizes the files contains directly or indirect on directory. Simple enough. Simple enough. The total sizes. Sorry, I didn't suppress notifications. I will do that quickly right now. Find all the directories with a total size of at most something. Then calculate the sum of the find all the directories with total size of at most something. Then calculate the sum of their total size. Easy. I just need to build this tree basically. That's what I need to do. How do I approach this? I think I want to do parsing first, and then I want to do other things. And I obviously start with, it's day 7 already. Okay, nice. Then I go to start with adding it to the workspace. I have to disable those LSP notifications in my config because on this view it doesn't help. Let's go to day 7. Cargo add num, cargo add anyhow. Yeah, I think I know how to better handle errors right now, so try it. So let's start with function input. Function pass input. Input would be a bit different thing. And I want input to be string. And I will return result of, or what? I would return result of what did I do? I know. Something. It would be not result, it would be I result of something. Yeah, I guess, and like this. I need to update the cargo tomo. And now let me import I result. Let me do this so it doesn't complain. So that's the start. The approach I would take here is worse in the sense that I would not be able to test particular steps in this approach, but it's nice in the sense it's contained in single function, I think. So we have basically two commands, right? So first cd and then ls. I would always pass it fully. Let's think about what I want to actually have as the input. I can track some stuff already here, I think, because this, like, I would try to do that actually. Or not. Oh, can I have context in passing? No. Maybe I cannot. Maybe I don't care. I would assume I cannot have any context. I probably can, but I don't remember how to do that. So input. So like comments first. And enum count. Command could be add a cd, in which case I want have a directory I'm changing to. It could be also a special one cd app. I would make it like special case, which is cd cd this. And another special case cd root. What can be a name? I assume this is just letters. Let me take a look. Yeah, I would assume that letters. They seems to be only lowercase letters. In this kind of puzzle, sometimes you can just look into an input and make some assumptions, which is okay. It's very much okay. You know, in the normal situation, you probably need to have like description of the problem, which in class formation, what is actual format of the directory, right? But here we don't have it, so we need to, infer that from the input we have, and it's very much okay. And the other command we have is ls, and here we actually care only about result, and we care about directories, which are vector of strings. We might want them. We probably don't care in part 1, but we might care later. So let's leave it here. And we have files. Files, another vector. Let's make it struct file entry. Name and size. It's vector of file entry. Nice. Now, our input is just comments, vector over comments. Yeah, as you can see, I actually merge the command output with the command because here it's way easier to reason about that. I want to pass the command with something like this. So let's go into passing. The first command. I'll go with cd as the first one. Let cd. What is cd? Is num bytes. I would use streaming one because streaming is using a reader to read some more stuff, and I would not need to read the whole stuff from disk. It would just go with reading stuff from the hard drive. I could do this from other places too, so I think it's better. And cd command is just a tag like this. No, it's not just a tag like this. Cd command is preceded, sequence preceded, and here what I want is tag, streaming tag, pattern. First pattern is cd. So this is what is preceded. I don't know what this can here is. Let me docs as num. Oh, I know it's streaming tag. It's num streaming. That's what I want. Okay, it's like just wrong tag for. It probably is by default beats, and it wants me to tell him how many beats are there or something. Doesn't matter. That's what I want. And then after the cd, I want some string, and there's a dot somewhere used. I will assume it can be used. It's let your name, let file name. It is I will treat let name. Oh, okay, fs name. That one is multilist. Not separated list, many 0, many one actually, many one of what is alpha one. Let me verify what's alpha. Lowercase, uppercase, it's what I want. It's either alpha or tag. I don't know if I want underscores. Let me look for underscores, not in my input, but I want dot. Let's import those guys. Import. What doesn't work here? Yeah, it doesn't yet know names for some reason. Type must be known. I am worried about this cron. Let's build it. I know it doesn't build, but I'm wondering about this clone thing because type is. It probably doesn't know it is clonable because it doesn't know its type exactly. So let's ignore it for a second because types should be solved soon. I want to map this. This is a vector over strings, I assume. What returns tag? It's probably byte string tag. It goes with some t. What is t? It's something. It's this. So it returns string. Alpha1 returns alpha1 probably string. Oh, my lovely kids are fighting. So I'm sorry, I guess. I assume it returns string, which would be convenient if they both return strings, because this would be vector over strings. And what I can do here is I can just what's called concat, and it should work. And it should actually concatenate them to string. Something wrong, and maybe I didn't put parser. Nice. I want to import result here. Input here. So this is my file system name, and now I want to proceed my file system name with here's fs name, and this cd just returns me my thing. So I would map it into that. See? So what I did here, I take my parser, right? And I changed this directory. I returned here. There's a string. Basically, I changed it to be a command, right? Now this is cd. Now I want my cd up, and this is just that. It's nice and easy. Let's cd root. This is how it's called here. Make sure. Yeah. And the last one is ls. Ls is a bit more tricky because I need my results there. So I'd start with let ls dir entry. Right. We need to think, how do we solve this? How do we solve this? Dir entry is just a dir of a name. So basically what it is preceded with tag b. And this is basically my directory entry. Now let ls file entry. And this is something different. It is a tuple of, and here I want probably digit 1 code. Yep, digit 1. Digit 1. Like this. This alpha one for a second. It's I don't believe. Let me tell it. Tell it that we are working with stir, I assume. And the other one is deduce me. Okay, and it works. So I mean, let's check if it still. No, it doesn't work. Many one has the same problem, I guess. I want to, make sure. So this I is input. Let's make it this way, and then let deduce everything else. What's wrong? I missed an argument. Yeah, this is okay. It doesn't know what error it works with. Why? I'm pretty sure it's not needed at all. Yeah, let's leave it for now. For now, let's get rid of that and we will see. Anyway, digit 1, which is my digits, and then we want my FS name. Oh, I want my space here. Tag of nothing, and then I want my FS name. And then I do map it, I map it into file entry. Size, and not this way, it's why map res, I guess. I think this is what I want, right? Font for let's make it parser. It's a function. It's map, or maybe it's like I just need some map. Let's go into the top level now. It's another combinator. Oh, I need to do this way. So what I do here is it is map res like that, and then I provide a closure which returns a result, so it knows it's anyhow result of OK, and it returns. I would tell what happens here in a second. Just let me reformat it properly. Didn't I import this? No. Use anyhow result. Now I need my map res and a size. So it's not here, but this type is pretty well known. It's string. Man, what's wrong here? Yeah, I cannot type hint in here probably. No, I can. from hex. Name don't. That's for sure. That's simple enough. Now let me take a look at mapres. I want it to take a tuple, right? The mapres. What is the f function? It's a function from output of the parser. Output of this parser is size, tag, which I ignore, and the name. I assume those types match. Let me double check if those match. A tag is for sure digit 1. What digit 1 returns? I'm gonna go for back into the complete parser because maybe there's something I didn't read about. Digit 1 returns me, no, it's an item, which is I can make it character easily, so that's fine. File system name, this one returns me a string. See, this is what doesn't work, I guess. Yeah, this was what doesn't work because I mapped it here to string particularly, right? Where is that? This guy. It's funny that I don't get it completely. Why it doesn't work? What's wrong with that? This file system name here is very concrete. Double check. Error right now. Cannot infer type of the parameter e, which is error. It doesn't understand what error we are working with. Probably we do not use too much error yet, at least from that one. But don't care about that for a second. So let's make sure that I really need those type hints because maybe I don't. It doesn't understand the type of this digit. Let's leave it. For now, maybe we'll try to get you to this at the end. So this is file entry. We have directory entry. I want this, right? So ls result. I might do it in the way I don't like to do that, but it's because of how passes work. We have a list of that. Try to collect it to like. Yeah, I think, I mean, I'm not sure if it is the best, but I would go this way. Or not. Because I need new context for every ls command. So that doesn't really work what I wanted to do because I wanted to push something. I would need some list of something of either one or second, right? I have some kind of fault. It looks like fault. Yeah, there is. There is. So this is how we do that. Let ls result is let's figure out exactly what happens. F, what is F? F is a parser, right? Yeah. Let's go fold many. Actually, I can have 0 entries theoretically for empty folder, I think. So let's fold many right now. And it's either this or this. This is a problem because I have different outputs. And I don't want to have different outputs. And now you'll see another crate I would use. Cargo add ADA. I think this is the easiest way to go with. So how it works. Here, I would map it. Ava left. So directory would be some left option, some first option, and the fire entry would be okay. Ava right. So as you can see, I have this either they're now returning exactly the same type, either which on the left is one type, on the right another type. I think it would help me with that, because now what I do is, yeah, one of those, but those are now of the same type. I need my initial state. Two vectors. Vector of directories and vector of files. And now it has it is G is accumulator, so it has I destructure this and use mutable files, and I go with entry. This is exactly what I want to do this time. It's very easy, so I need to import this, I guess. Second argument is init. It's a closure which initializes it, which makes sense because it has to run it every time. So I have, as the result of this fold many, I have vector of those pairs. And now let less is I would do another thing here, very little. I would make them like I would add this new line as a part of the thing, of the comment. Why? Because it would be make life easier for me. I could do this thing optional, but no, I would do this required. Which should be good enough for our puzzle. And this is easier because now this here is how it was. It's not precede, it is not delimited. How it was called? We could probably just take a look into our 5-day. No, terminated. We want this guy here to be just terminated with tag. This way I don't need to later think this much about those new lines. It is just part of my language. So now there is let less is this. It is this. I have less and then as result, and I just need to map this. Yeah, exactly what I need. So this is less. And what is my input? My input is just money 0 of either else or cd up or cd root. And then I just map it into input. I don't even need to store it. I just do that. What happens here? Nothing goes wrong. So I build it because ah, right. I need to call it. Make it. Show the pass method or something like this. There's this thing pass which is self input, it returns, but pass into pass. There was a way, an easy way to now execute the parser actually. Let me, if not, I would work it around, but multi receive sequence bit backtractor, some error handling. This piece was not this thing. Show me. No. Finish. This finish. I probably want this input to be to have a finish actually, or not. No, that's not a problem. I could go finish here if I want to. Let do it this way. It would be not this, it would be result over input. Right. Let's see. Finish. I array exit. Let input and output. this to be here. Int cannot be input, it has to be because it shadows my needs. Yeah, and as I suppose the typing is working right now, because I know error type. If input is not repeated, input not fully consumed. This is what I want, and now I want to return an output. Oh, here it doesn't know the error type. Still. That's funny. What is an E? What is E here? Let's see. Parser. Finish. Who implements this guy? Implementers. I result. And there is error. All right. And what it results? Let me show. I result. IO. Oh, it just somehow drops this. But it doesn't know what L type I am actually working with. And this is what this alpha here needs. He wants to know what error type I am working with, right? So let's go to alpha 1. It's streaming, I guess. Where's alpha 1? Yeah, this is streaming, at least for now, because I may really fall back here. And it should be just pass error. But what is error here? It is give me what is sorry, by default error is just this thing. So let's make it something non-error error. This is my error type. Okay. Now clone, or probably I can just borrow it. I can clone it. Why? Yeah, don't break it. It won't be too much work. It may make it way easier. wrong? Uh, I guess second one is the output type. Where is old? The second one is output type. Immediate involved functions. I start not liking it. Hey, parse. Obviously. Okay. This is how we do that. Fns change directory. I remember that I used to do this like defining those without functions like Haskell like, but maybe I just recall my Haskell usage. I don't know, but uh, it would be easy anyway. Now I want let less. I mean, for sure there is an upside of doing it this way. It's easier to test properly because oh, that's wrong. And now it is due entry is returning either string or file entry. And I need to map it to either left. Nicer, I think that the last one. I still don't like how this magical Git copilot tries to do those stuff while I can easily function at them. It doesn't understand. It doesn't understand functional programming. No one taught it on Haskell probably, which I actually agree on not doing. Being honest, I am a fan of Haskell, but I'm very sure that most developers would not appreciate having their code being too Haskell like. ls result, what does it return? It return pair of vector when first vector is of strings and the second vector is of file entries. So this is my else result. And now for input. I want this. I need to go through some tutorial for now because I think that I am missing some nice API here, honestly. Let's go with input parser. I pass it input. I would call finish question mark. Input escapes. Yeah, we had this error before. Maybe this guy would work. Yeah. We can go with finish anyway. And I check if I fully consume the input, and what I would do now. Now I would do derive debug for everything. Because now I want to load my input. Input would not take str. That's a waste. Actually, I could do complete here because I would not use this. And it's easy to even fix it. Because this change into complete. Let's input just read me to string stud io stud in dot read to string the whole io. Wait. What is the signature of that? Is this just... Oh. Okay, can walk this way. I would like num to read directly from string and from file. I know I can do that. I don't remember how. And what I want to do here, I want to debug print input. Okay, show me my test run. I need to take care about the last new line. Input is not fully consumed. That's bad. Debug me the input here so I know what is not consumed. Nothing is consumed? Yeah, nothing is consumed actually. That's surprising. That's very surprising. Yeah, name here is not to be cloned, but doesn't matter too much. So let's start testing. Something is very wrong. Because, like, really nothing is $CD/ even the first CD is not consumed. And type-wise it works, so the easy way sometimes to debug these things is, especially for this very type of I can debug the whole output, for example. I can debug the whole fs name, right? How would it work? I want not to print this for now. So we'll see what names are debugged. fs name is never called. You see? You never have this guy called. Yeah, it's never printed out. So let's go deeper. Let's see about this one. Yeah, this is not proper testing. It is. Okay, this is called and it doesn't match. Ha! You see? This N is not supposed to be here. Delimited. Yeah, that was silly. This is what I actually on here. Show me this things. Yeah, those ends are in. I mean, I could probably do some sort of separated lists for catching those new lines. I don't know actually which one would be better. Let's ignore this guy. And I am pretty sure I don't need this guy anymore. Yeah, because yeah, advantage of having those functions is that also the typing works way better. Now let's see my input. How it, you know. $38. So the first time I am supposed to have this thing. I assume this is the first directory here. It has to be, right? To make sure, let's make this guy cd. First is cd root and print this out. And then it's ls. And in ls, I might not have anything to print because this is first preset. And I am passing stuff first. But let's do it this way. So do you see first? I mean, I have an error here. This is cd root, right? No, this is using. This is what happens when you use GitHub Copilot and you disable your brain. Why are errors all over the place? I could basically go just splitting all those things. I try to be smart, smarter than I should be. But I like to be smart. First, I go into 38. I can even debug the input. What is the first input I get and which is going for that? Is this guy? It tries to be passed. And I have an idea that we probably should. This is ordering, and I am not sure how it works about how it does about backtracing, because I want first to try cd up or cd root and only then the cd. Then I got the tag for line. This fails. This fails with the input being this. How? Because and cd up is this. Okay, we have some OKs. We have some OK for the first cd root. And then we have, let me print it here, so I would see the full error. Input not fully consumed. Let me see this again. Alas, is the first not consumed. So let's go check about our dir entry. It's dir, then it is file system name, and there is a tag being new line. Looks okay. What line is it? Where I put it? 58. It's never called. The thing is, I think about alt that it may not backtrace. It sees, no, but it's ls. Why is this even called here? Input being ls. Show me the ls. Parser. Sure. Now you see this ls is consumed, but dear, this is okay. So we see that here, this guy, this deer got okay A. See this? And then for this obviously got this, but please tell me why this guy now is not. Are you cold? 64 line. You are not even cold. It fails here on dear A. Why it got, wait, this is okay. This guy is okay. Here and then it tries to pass this with dir A as an input. Those passes are too difficult thing for me. I know you can do it simpler, but I want to figure out the known way. This is what I want to do. Because I included this and here. Those. I don't need this terminated right now. I think I screwed up with that. And now the last new line is not consumed. Why is that? Let me do this. It's one extra new line. I could just remove the last line. That's a way. I will just go this way because I think I just added the extra unnecessary line. Okay, I have some structure. First one is cd root, then is ls. Okay, great. Now I go through all my debugs. And let's part1 open part1 takes input link input. Go for and now I would just do the two passes here. First, I would collect everything here into the map of paths, and every path would be a file. Every path would be a file. I think I want to go from depth to to top, from bottom to top, so I can collect all the files, and I want to collect all the directory paths I have. I want to avoid recursion, being honest, because recursive, very simple recursive solution to that. But what if I just map them and I want to traverse them properly in proper order? Because of how it is structured, that I can go only one deep, one next. The folder always appears in my result before its subfolder for the first time. The thing is, I'm a bit worried there may be a case when I go into directory and then I list not everything, then I go back and then I go, no, still go back. So for every directory, I can additionally, for every place I am, I can additionally, for every directory, add a parent. I can keep parents and update the parent immediately in one run. So what I want, I try to minimize overhead. It's like kind of my thing I always try to do, but I will do this simple today. So I would have like, let mut. I don't like this kind of mutable structures, but here I would need it. Paths. Make it hash map. And it will be vector of string. It is a path. I don't want to have this parsing. Yeah. Additionally, I could use, maybe I could use do this. Parents. I can choose this. Not path, but pathbooth, which is owned version of path. And the size. What do I do here? I'm drunk. And now we are going. And one more thing, let's put current path. Show me pathbooth. Because it would be for CD. Make it to do here. Let's think what happens. For CD, we just push a path, which probably is what I want to do. Extend path of path. Great. Pop would. Yeah. Yeah, and just mutably does it. Root is. It's root. Oh my god. And now, alas. For this, I don't even I don't even care. Pushing directories. Or I will, because I know if I want to push something, yeah, I want to be able to assume that something is already in map directory. And for files, it's easy. I just add the file and I do this. Except I also want to update all its accessors. So, path. Give me path. Because it would be in path, probably. Components. Exactly. So instead of going for paths, not exactly. Almost. Parents return. May not have parents. In files, I'm basically mutating files as I'll just clone file. Is current. I will do that. Join the file. I would insert the top level guy like this. don't remember. Insert would take borrow or own key, so I need to clone it. And what I would do now, while let's some parent, I would just do. I really don't like this approach. I really don't like this approach. But I don't see trivial alternative. That's the problem. That, I mean, if I would go here with vector over paths, I would do basically similar thing. So, so for this simplified thing, I would just go this way. So I would just go piece parent. Just pop, because I know parents pop. Look at that, even simpler. Okay. What does pop do for? I need to insert the first one while I can pop from it. This, I'm missing the iterator over all ascendos. I just don't see it. Which would just, instead of go through components, it would give me like, you know, whole things, whole subpaths. But it doesn't matter, except, yeah, this one I can just insert. First one I can just insert. I thought that we were working with options, so I did option. Oh, I'm thinking I am probably stupid. Yes. Yes. What is size of A? Yeah, this is how we want to do this. We want all the directories. No, I'm not. I'm not so stupid. Except I think I don't want to even push the files because I want to have only directories. So I would not even do that. Sorry, I will not even do that. So I just push my directories here, right? Except paths not insert, update. It's paths dot get mute, and I can assume it's there because of this line, right? I had to push it before. So because I can assume I would unwrap, if I could not assume, I mean, it would be very bad if it's not there. And I out. And now what I want to do, I want to filter out all those guys below that. So paths into it. Well, what the size is below or equal this. I copy this so I don't do a silly mistake. And then I map this. Look at that. I will map it here. I would just go for values. Values, it tells me iterator over values instead of iterator over int values. Yeah, there is int values. And I don't want this. One, 4, 3. Idea what happened. First of all, I don't want my debugs. Go away, my debugs. So I can read my errors. What happens is that, do you have your top level CD? Yeah, but we never pushed it, you see? And here I would not insert one more thing. I could go below the thing and then push it back. So what I would do, current path.dir, this is not okay. No, this is okay. I just go forward. I may not list this. You see, I think I may not list the directory first of all. So path. This way I ensure this thing is there. With cd app, I had to be in the folder. So I don't need to push anything, but here, entry, I want to push this guy. And this is probably what didn't work because some folder, probably the root folder, was there. It was not added there, and it was not. It was not found. This is also a reason why you sometimes want to unwrap to get those errors like quickly and with call stack. Now I got the line instead of error. So if something has to, have some format or something, then you sometimes want to actually unwrap on that. Wondering if I would have the one last line problem, but I shouldn't, because it would be it would be now. That's why I actually added this this last error here, pass input, because I remember how I lost too much time on the not fully accepted input. So if there will be then this couple characters not consumed, I would know. Part 2. This is total file space. To run the update, you need unused space, at least this. You need to find a directory you can delete that will free up enough space to run the update. Which isn't quite. EAD/. Wait, I don't get it. EA. Do I need to remove whole? I need to remove whole directories. I cannot remove files. EAD/. Sure. Between this. I need to find just one directory, which would be big enough to free the space. Field. Yes, that's. I don't. I don't want to check if it's correct. I would just paste it because I know this is correct. I would often actually just extract it to its own type, like type alias, but not today. Now for part 1, part 2. Let's use is stats dot get root. I need to know the root. I assume there's root because if not, there is something wrong. My input is corrupted and I don't know what happened actually. Let's say I can do that. I have my space. Let's needed is this is how much is used. And needed is, man, I cannot calculate. I need this. This is the most I can have used. Right? Minus used. So sorry, it's used. If used, I can do this is more than this could be basically constant, but doesn't matter. I will just fail. And then I need to use minus needed because I can use at most this much. I can use at most this much, and I use this, so I need to free at least that much. And what I do now is I need to iter this time. It's more than used, none needed. And I need, meanwhile, I need to find the smallest of such. It looks like directories are unique, so I would need to do this. I just want file name, which is like, I think that for directory it returns, show me, or maybe not. Maybe not file name, because file name may work only for the final command if path, if there is one. No, file name is just the top level one. This is bin. Okay, so I will just map the file name. Then this. Why it doesn't work? Result. No, it is result here. Man, it's okay, Royals. Let me build it because it's some silly thing. Mean by doesn't take. What? I should call you that the X. What do you mean by? Because I might not want. I want mean by key. This is what I want. And that's not all. Result over option. File name. I may not have file name. What? Mean by key is okay. I have option. At map. Do I? And then is like a map, but it returns an option. But in this case, I want unwrap. Oh. This. I won't have what happens. By the way, I don't want this. I want string. What file name? Or string. Map. Okay, use this. It's loosely because if there is some non UTF or some invalid string, or a string being not valid string, it would just I need to string, by the way. Yeah, if there's some non-unique sequence, it would handle it. And now probably to string don't. I want just a string, and then unwrap or don't. Because some typing. I use. Okay. What happens here? I need to reference it to make a column. Yeah, it doesn't like that I call this to on when I don't need to. And that should be enough. That Well, that was more tricky than I expect, the second one, because but it could be done way easier if I wouldn't try to be smarty. Just right. This is fine. And this used. Here I want to be less or equal than needed. Alright, because if yeah, that's how much I may have used. Yeah, makes more sense. And it wants me to remove D, which is the correct answer, and hopefully it is what I want. But it's not how it works. No, it's not the answer. It would be too much to read it, I guess. Yeah, this is my directory tree. That's the root, right? Okay, this is my directory tree. I may be off by one. Filter those which sites are at least what is needed. It's just silly as hell. I'm using this much, and apparently this much is one, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I want this. This is how much I can use space. And so I need to free at least this, right? If I use 40k, 40m, then I need 0. If I need exactly this. And I'm looking for directories here which are at least of my needed size. Let's do it like this. Collect, inspect. I can inspect them. which is just called every time it is iterated through. Those are my directories, which are at least of this size. And what did I pick? I picked this, right? But I probably picked this guy. But it is not the smallest one. Come on, this one is smallest. Smaller. Don't even know if it's the smallest. It cannot be smaller, technically. I'll do a trick. It would be easier to compare because I would see the length of my sizes. This is already picked. Here, whatever. Okay, it apparently is. Yeah, because this is bigger. This has to be bigger. It is Tom. I think it's like yes, most I can use 40 million. There is some very strange catch. D and slash are both big enough. Between them, choose the smallest D. Makes sense, sure. Except it doesn't work me here. Let me check. I'm scared to analyze this whole thing. Because this is too small, right? This seems strange. This seems strange. Used is this. Something because of my math or something. And I want, this is what I get. And I want, okay, this is just this 26. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense, it's just this part. I am off by digging it in my head. I need to free this up. I might not list some directories. No, I list directory, it pushes all its parents, all of them. Even if I don't list the directory with only directories, which might happen, it would be okay. I push them and that should work. Hmm. Only thing which comes to my mind is that maybe I should report the whole name like this, but it completely doesn't match the what is written, right? Because what's written here is D is the answer. It's just doesn't matter. I can try it. I don't believe this is the problem, but I'm really struggling looking for a problem. I don't want to go easy with that. Fuck me. It's just me not reading the whole specification. Sorry for swearing. It's like I try to avoid it, especially on camera, but sometimes it's difficult when you do this silly mistakes. It doesn't ask me for directory name. It asks me for its size. So yeah, if you want to do extra work, which you are not paid for at all, because you know it's something you completely don't need to work, then just don't read your specification. That's the best way to waste your time doing things you are not even asked to do. But you know, you can be proud of yourself because you did something. Doesn't matter, it's completely something you was not asked to do. Because you know, this is just in the detail, right? But it is work you've done. So if you really want to waste your time, just don't read the last sentence of the specification. That's the best way, based on my experience. Sure. So my argument was good from the very beginning, but yeah, reading is the skill we develop being, you know, in your primary school very early, and then we are losing it when we start thinking that we can, you know, based on a third eye or something. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry for you know, silly mistakes. Sorry for non-problems, but yeah, I think it's kind of funny to learn it. Not even learn, recall, because yeah, I think that if I would just go with this functional approach, it would be easier from the beginning, but I'm still not sure why I cannot compose it easily. I would just go through some tutorial, maybe I find out something, but anyway, thank you for watching and see ya next time.